TPW Advisory. Jay, good night. Good afternoon for you. Thanks for having this time with us. Sorry for the delay.
Good evening.
What do you think about this decision, 75 hike in these interest rates, and what's the next step for Fed after this decision?
Yes, I think the market seems to have taken the 75 basis point hike well. I mean, it truly is a historic day. The Fed has never before tightened and raised rates in a bear market, and the S&P down more than 20% is clearly in a bear market. And so this is a historic day, and it's the first time the Fed has chosen to raise rates 75 basis points in almost 30 years, since 1994. So the market reaction really across assets, bonds, at both the short end and the long end are rallying a little bit, maybe taking comfort from the Fed being so aggressive. Stocks are fine with it. They like bonds rallying, so stocks are rallying too. And the dollar is down slightly, but not particularly meaningful. So it seems as if the early read would be that the market was prepared for 75 basis points. The Fed delivered 75 basis points, and now we'll see what happens in the next couple of weeks with the data before the Fed meets again in July.
What do you think after this decision of Federal Reserve about dollar when you are comparing with yen, Japan, and euro?
Well, Japan is a special case because there the government and the Bank of Japan, rather, is engaging in yield curve control. And so they are working to keep rates at 25 basis points on the 10-year. That compares obviously to close to 3.5% now in the U.S. and roughly 1.6% in the German Bund, which functions as kind of the European safe asset. And so clearly the yen has been weakening because rates are so far out of line. In the case of the euro and the ECB has made it clear in the last week or so that it too is going to start to raise rates. But again, like the Fed, it is following the market, right? Short-term, long-term rates, as I just touched on, have gone up considerably in Europe, right? 10-year German Bund 5 months ago was in negative territory. Today it yields 1.7, 1.6%. So the ECB, like the Fed, is following the market.
Thank you very much, Jay Pelosky, founder and principal TPW Advisory. Thanks for having this time with us. Good night. Good